a very interesting read. It wasn't what I expected.
It's so funny because we went to the bookshop already since being back home. We were busy exploring, going to the beach. I just heard, don't ask. We went in saying we were just gonna look, guys.
We didn't just look.
We didn't know she was gonna read it, so we just like passed up on it, and then here we are. So stop. That said, we came out of the store with stuff, okay? Okay guys, so the last time you saw us, I think we were visiting the bookstore.
Yeah.
We went on a little mini weekend vacay. It's not just a weekend. It was like a longer weekend. So we had a 3-day weekend vacation at a cottage in the Muskokas, and we basically were just kind of perusing around on this day when we embarked upon this bookstore.
Honestly, it was so fun. It's an indie bookstore, and it was just so cool to just explore because the setup was so nice. Like the decorations are so beautiful, and you guys will see the clips.
Yeah, you'll see the clips. We took lots of little clips. First of all, let's let you know that the name of the store is called Cedar Canoe Books, which I guess we'll show you. It's on the bag. But we've been going to the cottage up in the Muskokas for years, and we have never actually seen this bookstore, but I guess it's relatively new, it was just super cool. If there's like one thing that we love to do, and it's to go to a bookstore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Even if we're not looking or if we have zero intentions to buy, we want to go and see. And lo and behold, we did that. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the clips and the footage of the bookstore. It's always weird like trying to film in public because this bookstore had it's a quaint, but it wasn't like that small. It had a lot of books, and oh my gosh, like yeah. It was just really nice. So we went back on another day, so hopefully you guys got to see all the footage. We went the first time because we embarked upon it like so late in the evening that it was kind of infringing on our plans a little bit. We just kind of ran in, and we still were in there for a good 40 minutes, but there was so much to see.
Exactly, there was. Oh my, like I could have stayed there we could have stayed there for hours, honestly.
Yeah, they had a cute YA section for you.
Yeah.
And then they had like just like the romance section. Like honestly, they had me looking at things that I don't even usually read. I was like, what?
Exactly.
It was just a very nice ambiance. And I saw a book in there, Honey and Spice, that I really wanted to get, but I was listening to the audio already, so it kind of, I don't know, I was in a bit of a dilemma because I'm like, I have access to this book in audio. I've already started listening to it in audio. Do I want to purchase this book? And the answer was yes, but I told myself no. So when I left on day one, I wanted to go back to see if it was there, and lo and behold, it was gone.
Poof.
Yeah.
It just disappeared.
But the cover was stunning.
Oh my goodness, the cover was so nice.
They had the one that
the cover that we specifically liked, with both the guy and the girl on the cover.
They're both cute.
Yeah, they're both cute in their right, but like
that one is just the one that you don't see everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyways, that said, we did come out of the store. We came out of the store with stuff, okay? Oh, look, let's show them the cover. This is the name of the store if you guys ever are in the Huntsville area in Ontario and you want to check out a cute indie bookstore. Obviously not sponsored, but we love the store and we want to definitely like put you guys on it. And the owner was so sweet. Like, she was really nice. It's always nice when you're in those quaint little bookstores.
That's what the thing with like indie. That's the thing with indie bookstores specifically too, because it's someone's own bookstore instead of like a chain, you know, like such as like Indigo or even Barnes and Nobles, where they're just workers there and they might not be as intensely in love with books.
Yeah, you know? The owner was passionate.
Yeah, like she loved it, and you could just hear like her passion for books.
And she just knew a lot about
so
books
much about like all different authors.
Very cool. So definitely check it out. But we went in saying we were just gonna look, guys.
We didn't just look. We didn't just look. Yep, no.
So anyways, before we show you real quick what we got, we just want to wrap up real quick what we had told you, because originally we brought some books that the TBR chose for us, but when I tell you, your girl, like, I messed up. I think this was like a big mess for me. I could not really get to the book that the TBR chose because I was really, this one was just, I was hooked. I had already started this book before, and for some reason I was having a lot of difficulties jumping into another one. Sure, I wanted to kind of give you guys a little quick update on the Paradise Problems that I read and that I finished by Christina Lauren. This book was so good. Started off a little bit slow, but the storyline was so good. Excuse me if I'm giving you guys a spoiler. I'm always trying to explain the book without giving too much, but sometimes it's so hard. So I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but if you guys are unfamiliar, I mean, everyone's been talking about this, so I don't know. It all depends on who you watch and if you're hearing anything about it. But this one is about, basically, it's a fake marriage trope. The girl, she is having a fake marriage arrangement with this guy who comes from a really wealthy family. And it's so weird because like fake marriages before weren't like necessarily like appealing to me, but the more I read them in books, and if the book is well written, I really enjoyed it. For some reason too, this book, it did feel very realistic for the most part. I'm saying for the most part, not because I can even pinpoint necessarily something that was like so unrealistic right now, but just because I know nothing is perfect. So if you ever want to challenge me in this area, it's okay, because you know, there are gonna be imperfections. But I found it to be super realistic. I just dove in after getting into it because the first portion was a little bit slow for me, but as it progressed, it got so much better. That's why I gave it a 4-star. I feel like I could have given it like a 4.25, because like I said, it started off a little slow, and the way it started off, I feel it's kind of weird to give it a full 5-star given that it was just not just smooth sailing from the beginning. But the storyline was really good. The follow-up was really good. The characters were portrayed so well, and I really love that the two main characters, they weren't like annoying. They were portrayed in such a way that was really likable. Because even when they dealt with problems, they dealt with them in a mature manner for the most part. And even when like, you know, the major fallout happens, the characters' reaction to it in this book was very realistic and tasteful. The way they reacted obviously was from them being angry or upset, but it wasn't done in such a way that made it feel so gut-wrenching to the reader. And sometimes that's what happens, and it's just like, oh my gosh, how are they going to recover from this? With this, it was kind of left realistic. I just loved it because the problems that arise weren't too big that the characters weren't able to fix, and I really liked it. It was very pleasant. My emotions weren't all over the place. It was consistent. The banter between them was really good. Then the problems that kind of came with that, it always just felt like, yeah, they're gonna recover from this. It was a nice change from a lot of the books that I read. Sorry, my fan's coming on in the background. I don't know if this is my first Christina Lauren book. I gotta double check. I really love her writing style. I loved the banter. I loved this book for all that it is, all the chaos that was in there, and the storyline was just bang on. It was a well thought out story, well planned. Everything just kind of meshed and merged and explained well, and I wasn't left hanging. Honestly, it's like a close 5-star. If it's not, like, I know I didn't fully give it that, but it's so close to being a 5-star for me. I just couldn't. I don't know why. So like, what about you?
So I was in the midst of Powerless before we went there, so I did bring Powerless with me, and I also brought the two that the TBR jar actually chose, which was The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime and Fable. And I actually read one of these books. I finished it there.
Yeah, you
want
did.
to guess which one? I read The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and it was a pretty short read. It was like 220 pages. So I read like I read over 100 pages the first day I picked it up, and then I had to spend the other 2 days trying to get through it because it was, I don't know why, it was harder to finish it. A very interesting read. It wasn't what I expected. It seems very mystery-esque, right? But it's not really, because I learned who kills the dog halfway through the book. Oh. And it's not even like you figure it out, like it's literally just like told to you. Okay. That's not a spoiler, I don't think, but it very much focuses on the main character because he has autism, he's autistic, and basically just like his thought process and how he thinks. That's why I feel like I also wouldn't really rate this book I feel like if I rate it, it's like rating how someone thinks, and it's like, it's not like they can change how they think in that sense.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I really did learn a lot from this, and I would recommend it.
What did you give it?
Oh, like rating?
Oh, you just, I just heard, don't ask. I just heard what she said, and I just straight up, okay, we're just don't ask. Yeah.
But, so I did finish this book, and I didn't get the Fable, very disappointing, but I will read this book eventually.
It was only 3 days. You know, on the 3 days of our vacation, we were busy exploring, going to the beach, driving into town. I'll show you, like, guys, little clips of it, of things here and there. So we were just kind of busy, and then when we got back, we would play some games and hang out. We did like a bonfire and just did like different things. So, and sometimes at the end of the night, we were also tired. At least I was. I crashed one night when I thought I would have valuable reading time. I had none. So lo and behold, like I said, I just kept reading with this one. I did carry Beach Read with me. The TBR chose some books for me. Donovan Finley was one of them, and so was this one. And yeah, I just couldn't. It's not that I wasn't wanting to, it's just that my brain just wasn't wanting to switch. So now that we're back, I will do other things, but I just wanted to touch base on that. Didn't get to read this book, even though it looks really good, so I'm hoping to still be able to catch up on that. So that's kind of like where we are. But anyways, let's get into the haul real quick, because if you guys wanted to watch specifically for that, here we are. First things first, like I said, we went in there to look, but we ended up coming out with a bunch of books. Let me show them our stack. This is from, yeah, both days combined. On the first day we bought four. The first day we bought 4, and then the second day we bought 1 each. And I really tried to just kind of be good in there, you know, because I mean, I'm buying 6 books in total. That's a lot all at once. So I'm gonna go over quickly the ones that I chose. I just kind of stuck with some of the ones that I actually wanted to get my hands on. This one is one that I wanted to get. This one's called Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I've wanted to get my hands on this one for a while, and actually I haven't seen it. Have you seen it in the bookstore?
No, actually.
I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I don't know if it's just even just in the indie bookstore, or it's been like at other like big box bookstores like Indigo, where we live in Canada. But I haven't seen it, so I grabbed that one.
Yeah.
What is this one about again?
Probably.
It's a comedy about a crime that never took place. A would-be bank robber who disappears into thin air, and 8 extremely anxious strangers who find they have more in common than they ever imagined.
That actually sounds interesting.
Yeah, so that really sounds interesting. And then the next one that I got was this one. It's called Women of Good Fortune, and I showed this one to you guys before I left in the other vlog, but it was a library copy, and I just really wanted to read this one, so I just decided to pick it up for myself. Oh, they put like a really nice bookmark inside of there. It says Cedar Canoe Books, and they put it in the middle of it. It's really cool.
That's nice.
So yeah, I decided to just grab this one since I saw it there. It's one that's kind of been on my mind. Remember when it first came out, when we were at Indigo, I saw it. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. I've researched it. The storyline sounds like me. It just screams me, and I'm like, okay, I want to read it. So
you were really questioning which one you wanted to get there, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think you had that one originally, and then you're wondering if you want to put that down and get
Honey and Spice.
Honey and Spice, and then there's also The Husbands.
The Husbands was another one.
So you were kind of rotating between those 4. You're really wondering which ones, and
it's hard because when you're a bookworm, you just want to get all the books. And
yeah, exactly.
It's just really hard going in and trying to choose. So anyways, the next one that I also got is this one that I have seen in the bookstore before I went. This one it says How to Age Disgracefully, and this one just sounded really funny. Remember we checked this one out as well, and I debated and I left it behind, then I came back. This one says, when age makes you invisible, secrets are easier to hide. And it's about a woman named Daphne. Daphne knows that age is just a number. She also knows that society no longer pays her any attention. Something she's happy to exploit to help her hide a somewhat checkered past. Finding herself alone on her 70th birthday, she decides she needs some friends. Still, The prospects of joining a senior citizen social club horrifies her. She's not made to endure genteel games of cards and the like, but the other members of the social clubs are not what she was expecting. You get the gist. It just sounds really interesting. You guys are aware that I really love romance, but I love contemporary romance. I just love fiction in general. So this, like, if the book is calling me and it's something out of romance, I'm like committed to trying it, because I'm like, it's just different, right?
Exactly.
When I'm being drawn to something a little different.
Yeah, like real life scenarios even, you know, or like things that are just like real and raw.
Yeah, that is me. So this one sounded very interesting to me.
And that one you picked up like while we were at the cash too, because they had it on display. That was their book club of the month, and it's so fun because that indie bookstore also has a book club where they meet up once a month at the back of the bookstore.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We need that.
Right? Honestly, it'd be really nice to be a part of a book club. We even thought about starting one here. If you guys let us know what you guys think of that, because it would be so, like, I just think it would be so cool. So anyways, yeah, I just love that they had that there. And I could have bought some of these. Like, I did see these ones at Indigo, to be fair. My local Indigo, I think because I'm a member of my bookstore, I get like 10% off. But I wanted to support the bookstore because that's what we love. We love a good bookstore. And then the last one for me, this one I actually purchased on the second day. It is called People We Meet on Vacation. Been around Book Talk, around the block many a times. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. I just don't know how I haven't got my hands on it, and this is the first that I'm getting my hands on this one.
Exactly.
And this one just sounds so funny. This one definitely sounds like one I need to read for the summer holiday as well.
I feel like that's like one of her funniest books.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm really excited for you to read that one.
Yeah, I definitely want to read it and beach read before summer is up. And we're in August right now, and the month is flying by, so your girl needs to hurry up and read.
And Happy Place too, because Emily Henry has so many just like beachy themed books.
Yeah.
And I think one of her less beachy themed or summer themed ones was Book Lovers, which people did say like you could kind of read at any moment, but the rest of them very much summer vibes.
Yes,
so you gotta like get through
them fast. Oh my goodness. So anyways, yeah, I'm just like, I didn't get this one there to like recently. It's just kind of here because I'm also starting this is a part of what my anyways, let's just say the TBR chose our vacation reads, but we're no longer on vacation, so the girl's gonna do what the girl's gonna do, and I'm gonna be reading this one, and then we're gonna be reading this one. So at least I think I'm going to, because that's what the mood's feeling right now. What did you get, Charlotte?
Let's go. Okay, so first of all, drum roll, I got Reckless. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm so happy. I'm actually so happy. This came out, I want to say June.
Yeah, that just came out. Or
July? It came out last month or the month before. When I got this, I wasn't finished Powerless, and I actually finished Powerless last night. I'm not going to go into it because I have so much to say, and if I start talking, I will never stop. Okay, people. I just finished Powerless. Oh my. I just read this much today because I needed to finish this book. I had to. I couldn't read it for a whole other day, and I have a lot to say about it. It is so popular. People are raving about it, raving about how much they love the book. I feel like it did not need to be this long. It did not need to be this long. If Kai and Peyton flirted half as much as they did, the book would be half this long. Sorry to tell you guys, but it would be. So I got Reckless, and
you had the other book in between.
I have the other book. I have 1.5. Now I have the whole series right now. Well, maybe not the whole series because she's probably coming out with like a third one, I think. But
the pre-existing
I'm very
series.
happy. Yeah, the series as of so far. And I also got As Good as Dead, and this is the third and final book in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I read the first one, 5-star book. I loved it, and I am going to start the second one soon. So I needed the whole series.
If they saw the last vlog where it was like book talk, it was like a book talk, we had a haul at the end of that, and it included the second book in the series.
Yes, it did. I know that I need the whole series because I really want to get through it this summer, and I had to get this one. There we go. These two books, it's so funny because whenever Mom and I look at each other's bookshelves, we're always like, my bookshelf looks so much like darker, like YA, and then if you look at Mom's bookshelf, it's so colorful.
Like my books are like,
you gotta just see like what the books we're picking up.
We gotta do a video on that, like just showing how like the opposites in
that
area.
What it is, but it's just like the YA.
The YA.
Like the darker colors, I guess. But
yeah, and you saw other books as well that you were choosing between, or
oh
not?
Yeah, another one that I was struggling between with
That
As Good as Dead was These Violent Delights. Like, I love a good kind of like criminal story. That one's like a Romeo and Juliet, but like gang. You know me, I like to go through clean reads. They don't have anything in it, and I thought that book did until someone was like, you guys should love this book. I saw a review and they said it was completely clean. I'm like, where has it been this whole time? And so I was really struggling between that. I was like, you know, okay, I'll go with As Good as Dead because I know that I really do want the whole series. And I can read These Violent Delights on ebook as well.
Fun fact, I think Char may have mentioned this before, but she saw that whole collection in the thrift store once upon a time.
Don't remind me.
Once upon a time, and then we didn't know she was gonna read it, so we just like passed up on it, and then here we are. So stop.
Well, now I have the whole series.
Yeah, now you have the whole series. So
like that's gonna plague me forever.
So yeah, that is it for our haul. Now that we're back from vacation, we're just kind of like diving into reading a little bit. And to be fair, now that I've also been back, I've gotten a chance to review a couple of the books that I saw up there. But it's so funny because we went to the bookshop already since being back home. It's interesting because while we were at this bookshop, I did discover like some new authors as well, interracial romances, as well as like just things that are not as common as like, you know, everything else that you can find everywhere else. So I thought that was really cool going to that bookstore and finding something that was out of the norm. Exactly. But then when I went to my bookstore, I saw that they're new and these authors are coming in, which is really cool. I'm just loving the fact that I'm seeing more indie authors popping up in our local bookshops.
Exactly.
So that is just making me all the way happy, and yeah, I'm just excited. But I gotta pace myself because we have lots of books on our hands that we need to read, and we need to find the time to read. We hope you guys enjoyed our vlog. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us on vacation. That was really nice, and we hope you enjoyed discovering a new bookstore with us because that was just really nice.
It was.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching,
and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content, and
we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.